Good morning, everybody. 10:20 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, S&P 500 weekly chart. And we wanted just to go ahead, we'll go with the weekly for one reason. At least you can see exactly what happened. We were at the top of the S&P when I called a big reversal, and I did. It's right there on YouTube. Watch the videos. Now, 29.54. And this last, okay, so that 29.54 is going to be the 428. Now, this low was 27.28. We said it would go to 27.25 and try to hold support there. So basically, let me do the following. Okay, turbo option traders, listen up. That's a 226 point reversal of where that bear market started right here. And then we went down, and you can see how all the lows got, and you can see where this trend line is currently. Now, let's talk about the volatility that I already told you on 428 and month of May, and that the volatility is going to return, and the volatility is going to get so high that the retail trader ain't going to cut it. And it's not because you're bad people, you're the most greatest people in the world. The problem is you don't have a system like we do. We're market makers, and we can show you right when that print is happening. We own our own exchange, and we do. And you can get a seat. You can do all kinds of things here that are available to you. And what I do want to emphasize with that move that I just discussed with you in this is that we're back above the 50-week moving average at 27.78. The red line up there, that's a 20-week moving average at 28.21. And the blue one right there, that's a 10-week moving average at 28.78.3. And that's hitting on that wall of resistance right now. Now, is the price action volatility going to just leave this market? No. No, it doesn't. Bear markets make more money. So when they dip down in there or whatever, we were very oversold. We were going to bounce. I told you. Got to bounce. Can't just keep going down, straight down. But with that 226 point move up, and I had you in the S&P, what? Yeah, I'll show you. You want to talk about real money? Don't get me started. Once you get me started, this is the S&P 500 index. These are the strike prices. Put or call. Open, high, low, close, last. Where's the action? What is it that I can do in this S&P 500 index and make more money than people will ever make in 1 year? Just on the S&P 500 index. And here's all of it right here. So 226 points in the S&P index, which was remarkable. Exact amount of reversal. And these are all the contracts. We have our own pit here. And we do. And if you want to get in on it, then you can just send a reply, take the free 5-day trial. Then from that point, if you want to buy your seat, you can buy it. We're the ones that make the money in it. And then you get paid along with it. That's how it really works. You deserve that. I know it. Okay, so basically 226 points down. Now, this last week short cover rally, we were really oversold, and we were. So when we got that oversold from the weekly reversals here and whatnot, and breaking below the 10-week moving average for 3 weeks, hey, that was definitely where that bear was getting a handle on it. So now we got the body of this week price, which all happened in 1 week, and price volatility is going to stay here. You're not going to get away from it. Yeah, there will be at periods of low volatility, but the mathematical equations will be in higher common denominator, which equals what? Price action. Price action volatility. Volatility. Take advantage of the way that they screw people and just know how to get there. That's where I come in. I'm going to take you down that road. That is, as soon as you would like to and all. So anyway, it's going to be a tell of a support, and what is that real resistance going to look like? It did have the best short cover squeeze off of the bottom this last week than any week in 2019. And once again, That's the beginning of it. And we're going to be taking a look at both sides of the market, that put side and that call side. We start to fail back below these weekly moving averages, or we just come up and hit one of my price points and then put it on. Put it on to get paid. 226 points. The S&P 500 index went down. Do you realize how much money that is? What the put options, what the 226 point drop, and what? Don't tell me. Total move of 6 weeks, counting this last week. But this is the week, and it's always going to be like that on that 526, 527 Monday. But stay tuned. Go ahead, fill out your application there for the free 5-day trial and all. And guess what we're going to do from there? We're going to go in here. We're going to have some fun. And what else are we going to do? We're going to make some money. You and me. And once again, it's our prices. We're a market maker. You get to get those prints from us. So I would highly encourage you to put one foot in front of the other, which isn't going to be hard to do and whatnot. And then, you know, I know you want to be a trader and everything, but you got to know how all of these people use all their scams in these exchanges, markets, people around the world, you name it. You're in it. And you're in it. And that's what this is about. And everybody's always trying to manipulate these programs with quants. You got robots in the tape now. You got all kinds of things coming from that side of it. But there's one thing that's going to be consistent. Point, action, gain. Yeah, round trip. You heard what I said. Look at how big this was up off of the bottom here. We didn't even figure that one out. 27.28. You know what the high was? 28.84. What I would like to make clear was this last week, and today's date is 6/9 and whatnot. So here, 10-week moving average. Let's get it down there. That's 28.78. That 20-week moving average at 28.21.7. And the 50-week moving average, and these are closing prices above it, 2778.0. But we have a 40-week moving average, and slightly below that 50-week, and that's at 2767.5 pennies. You heard what I said. So now with this great short cover, so you had 226 points going that way, and then this bear rally that we got shot us right through all these major weekly indexes. Now, course of the volatility is going to remain the same. It will have some higher points at certain times, and then they'll have some that are close to that. And there's always going to be the opportunity for you when you're here in the live room. And it will. The worst thing that's going to happen to you is you meet a very good friend, and my job is to help you. So, with that being said, I say we move forward. Good decision process. So now what we're going to be looking for tomorrow on this S&P, 226 points down and 156 points up. So, when you're in our market maker room for the S&P 500, from that reversal to this very nice short cover bear and bull chasing it on the way up to the 10-week moving average. Now, we make the markets, and you get to get paid from it. So, what I say we do is we have a cup of coffee together and whatnot in the morning, and then we'll take a look at some action and see what things are rolling. I can do that for you. So no problem there and whatnot. Okay, we do understand though, we've had 382 points within this bear market reversal to the bull. Now, as discussed clearly with you from last week, I also said your price volatility is really going to inflate, and that the day trader is going to have a hard time dealing with something like that. And it's not because they're wrong in what they think about it. You don't understand high frequency trading technologies. That's what's used in our Panther trading platform. So you may have seen it in some of the videos. It's got the diamonds on the candles and whatnot. Yeah, so here we are, and we have that 382 points. Now we're starting over in the morning and whatnot. So we'll take a look to see what things look like later in the evening and whatnot, and see, is it possible for them to wind that up? It is. This is how these markets work. So from that top, there's 3, 4, 5, and this was the 6th week on the S&P this last week and whatnot. And this is much greater value. We do know why, because we do. And if we have any of that top end, lower high reversal right away, hey, I can taste that trade right now. It has the right flavor in it. But once again, we'll talk more about these issues as we get to know each other. And it doesn't matter if you're a professional or whatever your market engagement is, we have a solution for it. And that solution, wholesale bid, price action. Because when you're getting hit $2.50 or $3 below on that entry, that means coming on the way back up, hey, all the other people, they just held on it and let it do that. But that's not what this is about. This is about making the market, and this is about you enjoying that. That's the most important part of it. And you do deserve it. Think about it, man. So now you and I have gone this route to here at the 10-week. There's going to be a gap sequence on one of these upcoming 5 days that we're going to start tomorrow morning on Monday on 6/10. Yeah, we are. We're going to see now with that algorithmic or sophisticated buy scripts, like we own our own. So that's not a problem. And you will have it because you're with me. But the rest of them, they're not going to have it, man. Not at all. Not even anything close to it. Doesn't matter who they are or what they are. They're just isn't going to be that way for them and whatnot. So stay tuned. 382 points round trip. You've got that bull pop. It's very healthy at 156, man. From the low all the way up there. I think that you guys are ready for it now. And you're going to make that market when it's ready to make. And we already seen that within the 2019 year to date of 6/9 and 19 is that this is your reversal line, everyone, and it comes out to right about there. So is there a continuation now, or is there a way for them to run it through that 10-week moving average? Absolutely it is. It could come right up and make a top. We won't know that till the morning, but it could. It's in the math, doesn't lie. So we have that common denominator, and then there's also another 3 or 4 that could go past lower highs and whatnot. So here we are. I hope you understand that that volatility can hook you at any moment. But if you take the right step today and you learn how to work with our trading app, Panther, he's going to do just about everything he's got to make sure for you to have a happy transaction in a buy and sell. And that part, I'm not joking, and I think that's what you need. All right, we're going to conclude this. We know what it is, and we know that the volatility will increase. It did already, and it sure did. They capitulated Google and Amazon last week. Amazon dropped 100 points, man, because it did. Anyway, we want you to have a good time. Take the time with this right now. And not only that, you can get with me because I know that you deserve that and whatnot. concluding the S&P 500 weekly chart. Subject, price action volatility.